Hello and welcome to Red Beard Nation. This is Josh Ocon, owner of Kosher Socks 18. Well, folks, we had a great season last year. Many people here to return, many people not here to return, such as our champion from last year, Honus Wagner. But, some people who weren't able to make the playoffs last year have some pretty big dreams. They're going to go out there and make the playoffs this year. A lot of people on this preseason have made so many moves so far, and we'll look at one individual in specific. We're talking about the Jew Crew. Danny Zotfried, owner of the Jew Crew, has made so many trades, we can't even count them. But yes, we actually did count them. He has tried to attempt 10 trades altogether. 7 of his trades have gone through, so that's more than half. Very remarkable. Last year when I talked to Danny, he was telling me that he made 9th place, tied for 9th place, just short of the 8 teams that make it into the playoffs. And he told me, you know what? I was just dipping my toes into the water. This year, I'm going to jump in all the way. And look what he's doing in the preseason already. Unbelievable. Other kids are making some trades, but kids that we would typically expect to be making all these trades. I think it's going to be a great season. We're going to have a lot of fun. Good luck to everyone. So, when we talk about the new season, we always talk about predictions. Now, my top 8 teams to make it into the playoffs. Here they are. Number 1, Chucky Pancamo. But as we know, I think it's Omar Little now, and by the time I'm done finishing the sentence, I'm sure it'll be something completely different. So, you never know. Liam Norton, he stayed through the whole entire draft. He knows what he's doing. He's going to make the playoffs. Next team, Who Needs Ellsbury? Gabe Benson. I go to overnight camp with him. He knows a lot about baseball. It may not look like he's active at the moment, but he will be come mid-season. Next, the Sluggers. Yep, they made the playoffs last year. They're going to make it again this year. I can already tell. Next, Jason's Argonauts, another team that made the playoffs last year. And they're going to make it again this year. I can tell. Very aggressive on the trading block. Very aggressive in the adding and dropping. Cole Chevy's gonna form a team there. And another team, Dylan's team. Now, Dylan Haar had to do auto draft because he was somewhere at the time of the draft, and he was unable to get the best players that he wanted. The best player he has, though, is Miguel Cabrera. He's going to work around him. I think he'll find a way in order to form a team that can bring him not only a playoff berth, but also maybe even a championship. Next, the Jew Crew, the big trading guys, definitely. Now, I can't really say for sure how their team's going to look like by the end of the season, but he'll know what guys are doing well by the end of the season. He'll know who to get. He'll know what to do. Finally, I think Kosher Socks 18 got a good pitching staff over there, and they got a decent hitting staff. I think they can go far. They made it to the finals last year and lost, but this year I think they're trying to come back. And finally, the Raffinators. Or is it Raffman, I believe? Oh no, it's Raffinator. He's also got something to prove this year, I can definitely tell. But you know what? The season can only tell. Alright, folks, we'll be back after these commercial breaks with Rafi Ocon, actually, owner of the Raffinators, and maybe I'll grow a beard. You never know.
And we're back from our commercial break.
Alright, welcome back here, folks. Right now is the part of the segment where we do the
Fuzzy Fun Facts.
That's right, folks. Rafi's going to ask me 10 questions.
5, Josh.
Oh, whoops.
God.
Looks like I can't count today. So, 10 questions divided by 2. and I'm going to try and answer them to my best of my ability. It's not right or wrong, it's just my opinion.
Okay. First question, I don't think people should be doing this in our league. Danny. Do you think LeVar Burton will even make it to the playoffs this year, Josh?
LeVar Burton. Okay, Jack Devlin. You know, he was pretty serious about this going into the draft week. We sort of did tear apart his team, I have to say, though.
Mostly Danny. If you look at his team now, Jack's a new player. He doesn't know how to move people in and out of the bench. Everybody's on his bench.
Yeah.
He just has nobody in his lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has his crap now, thanks to Danny. Just kidding. Some other people, too, that I won't mention. Danny. I don't think he'll make it. I'm sorry to say.
You know what? He's got his dad helping him out. He's going to figure out a way.
But it's not always all about how good you are. Sometimes
he's not going to make it this season. He's not going to make it this season, but next season.
Next season, I think he's going to be smarter.
Mistakes. Yeah.
I agree with you, Josh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Question number 2. What team do you think has the best hitting and best pitching?
Best hitting and best pitching. You know, got to keep going back to that Jew crew. The Jew crew, honestly, in my opinion, looking at those projected stats when you evaluate the trades, I see Jew crew has, some of the top stats up there. You want to argue with me there?
I don't agree with that. I don't think Jew crew. I think he's a very overrated player. I don't think he's gonna have a bunch of hits.
Well, who do you think's gonna?
I think it's gonna be the Raffinator. He looks like he has a great home run team. More than half his team has over 20 home runs.
That's always a positive.
He has a lot of hits, a lot of steals. I think he's a good team all around.
Well, I guess the season can only tell. For pitching, though, I'd have to go with Wild Hogs.
I would have to agree with that.
If you look at some of the pitchers there, practically all those guys have.
He's gonna have the best strikeouts, best ERA.
I think he was projected to get 125 wins or something.
Yeah, but
that's unbelievable.
One thing I do have to say is I think Raffinators will win in saves. They have 2 great savers. One guy has 50, one guy has 40, and 2 people who are projected to do well this year.
I'd have to agree.
Okay, next question. What team do you think will end with the most medals?
Once again, I go back to that Jew crew. They know how to trade. They know how to do everything. He will get all the trading medals. He'll get the 50 medal trade. He'll get the 100 medal trade. I don't know about other medals, but in the end, I think he will end up with the most medals.
I kind of have to agree with that. I think Jew Crew will either come first or second, but I think some other people, like Raffinator, he's tied with Jew Crew right now. They both have over 5 trades.
Good point.
And also, it's not only about the trades. There's a bunch of other stats, so I wouldn't only say that it's him.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
He could be a good prospect for it, though. Okay. Can I take this one, Josh?
Yeah, sure.
What has been the blockbuster trade so far this year? Well, I would have to say let me just look at my notes here. Yes, I would have to say the Jed Lowry and Johnny Peralta. Sorry guys. The Sin-Soo Choo trade for the Sonny Gray trade between
LeVar Burton and Jew Crew. Yep.
Yeah, I think the Jew Crew probably got the better trade out of that. I think Sonny Gray is going to have a blowout year this year. Don't get me wrong. Sin-Soo Choo, he's on the can't cut list, but I think
Sonny Gray is amazing.
Yeah, the Jew Crew could use some good pitching. They don't have great pitching.
Yeah, if you watched the ALDS last year between the Tigers and the Athletics, and you saw that game between Verlander and Gray, that was insane. Scoreless until the 9th inning. That was insane.
Did I tell you I have Verlander?
Ooh, okay. My blockbuster trade this year would have to be between the Jew Crew yet again and Jason's Argonauts. It was the Drew Crew gave up Jed Lowry and Johnny Peralta, and in return got Jose Reyes. The reason why Jason's Argonauts really wanted Jed Lowry, he likes current Red Sox players and former Red Sox players. So if you have any of those guys, know that you got a pretty good market out there with Jason's Argonauts.
Okay, this is personally my favorite question. Do you think Cole Chevry will pay before the deadline? You know, Josh, I gotta take this one. Cole Chevry, if you don't pay, we're gonna kick you out of the league. And I don't think you will pay before the deadline. And I was JKing about that.
Yeah, he was totally joking. We apologize for that, Cole Chevry. And I think this kid's pretty determined. He knows where the money is, you know. We're really trying to get that money in, folks, before you know, that March 22nd. Get the music on. And, I mean, don't be slacking.
we're just gonna...
So, I mean, hopefully everyone has a great season. Good luck to everyone.
And we wish you the best.
We'll be back here week 1. See you later. Signing out from Red Beard
New
Nation.
York.